Hello everybody. It is hot and the UK does not work well in the heat. Have you all watched the last tour diary? Because it's pretty special. It's pretty emotional as well, actually. Don't mind me. I'm just repeating the At Your Worst instrumental in the background. It's just some subliminal marketing. But I hope that you all watched the last tour diary. It was very special. It had in there just, you know, a little bit of a reminiscing about the tour, about the dates, about the countries that we'd been to. It's just been such a wild ride, and I know for a fact that we just wouldn't have had that experience if it wasn't for you guys. So I wanted to just jump on and like catch up about the tour, where you saw me, what your favourite moment was. So I'm just gonna sit here and just read. I don't know why I've got some random hair. I just want to listen to what you guys think about the tour. Elliot, shut up, mate. Hello from Hebden Bridge. Okay, Dallas, Texas in the house. Hello, Dallas. Where did we play in Dallas? House of Blues, which was incredible. America, for me, was one of my favourites in terms of touring a continent, just because you're on a tour bus for like 5 or 6 weeks. You bond more with your crew and your band. You have to live, work, sleep, eat together. So I think that made us all a lot closer. And I think that's probably the same reason why people come away from university with friends for life. You know, same with, I guess, the armed forces, where you're putting, I mean, I'm not comparing the armed forces at all to what we do, but in terms of you live, eat, sleep together, it creates bonds that last a lifetime. So, but yeah, it's nothing like the army. Come back to Brazil. I only just left. Brazil was a really nice one for me to come back to Rio after 6, 7 years. Especially Rio being a place that I played in really early in my career. Playing with Yvette Sangalo for our song Transformer for the end of the Paralympic Games. What an honour, you know, what an absolute honour. Universe Messenger, it reveals to me you have a pretty soul, you're designed to be great, and that you should have received a long time ago, but there are some blockages that's been hindering you from getting Does Blessing. Thank you so much. Say hello to your Chilean fans. I would love to come and play in Chile. Speak to your people, let me know when I can come. I would absolutely love to. The moment you sang If Our Love Is Wrong in Rio concert made my heart stop. That was so funny because I've seen the surprise song thing with Taylor Swift. And for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, some amazing fans that came to Rio had a sign that said surprise song 1 and 2, and it had 2 little sort of slips in front of it that you had to raise. So I asked Andy, I was like, look, what do you choose, 1 or 2? And he chose 2. And under 2 was If Our Love Is Wrong. And we had to just sing it there and then. And the good thing is that had not been rehearsed at all. We have no idea, but my keys player, Andy, is so good. He just got it. And again, with Alex and Aaron and George, the rest of my band, everybody just got into it. We wish we could have played the whole song, but I forgot the lyrics. I saw you in Johannesburg in South Africa. You were a gem. Thank you, Daniel. Johannesburg was the end of my last year's touring. And I love Johannesburg. I love South Africa. I just love the South African people. I love the wine. The wine is ridiculous. But it's just amazing to be able to come all that way and have shows in Durban and Johannesburg and Cape Town, and to be coming back again with new shows at the beginning of this year was just amazing as well. So thank you so much to everybody in Johannesburg and in South Africa. Okay, Gabriel, I can't believe I met Calum in Paris and hugged him. I don't know if you mean Disneyland Paris or if you mean Paris where I played. Oh, you're testing my knowledge now. I played in, I forget. forget. Trianon. That was a fun show as well. It was a beautiful little theatre. Everybody was really up close and personal. It felt amazing. It was lovely. It was lovely. Your background singers laughed a lot of me when you started singing at the time the new song World With Love in Utrecht because I was a little too excited from Raymond. Do you know what? The best part of the tour is seeing you guys sing the songs back, because bearing in mind, right, when I'm working in my studio, be it my home studio here or the studios that I work in London and across the world, you never know what kind of reaction people are going to have to the songs. You just want to write a great song, whether it's an up-tempo song like At Your Worst, or whether it's a really meaningful song like If Our Love Is Wrong, Biblical, Only You. Those kind of songs, you don't have an idea of how people are going to take them. You write it with the best intentions, and then you put it out there for the world to enjoy and to also criticise. And then people come to your shows and they sing those songs to you. But what I found really interesting about this world tour is that I'd written songs like Bridges, which was a song about when I was at my darkest place in my life. I wrote Rise, which is about triumphant, being triumphant over all those dark feelings. I covered a song called Boys in the Street, which is kind of an ode to No Matter What and my journey, and also to a song to the LGBTQIA plus community that I'm a proud member of. All these songs with different levels of meaning. You write those songs, you put them out there, or cover the songs, you put them out there. People come to your shows and they sing at you with the same magic that they've attached to the song, but a different type of magic that you had. And it's just, you're watching all these people sing your songs or songs that you're singing, and you're just like in this one moment of just unification and like, it's like Harry Potter. It's that magic. Cindy, love your new song. Thank you very much. At Your Worst. I'm very proud of it. It is a song that came almost in a day, and the demo that we started with is actually more or less the finished song, which has been so fun. Let me see. Setha Taboada. I could be saying that incredibly wrong. Have I had any Filipino singers? I've seen a lot of singers in the Philippines singing my songs. Also on, I think, is it Philippines Got Talent or Filipino Idol? I've seen people audition with my songs. People in the Philippines can really sing. It's actually quite intimidating. Carrie in Norwich. Oh, thank you for saving me. That's so sweet of you. Thank you for listening to my songs. Thank you for choosing me as your medicine. It really means a lot. Hello from Istanbul. That was great playing in Turkey a month ago. That was amazing. Loved that. Kapora. I'm so sorry. Hermiona. The atmosphere at your concerts is so beautiful and so comforting. Do you know what I will say? I'm so sorry about this random piece of... It's really doing my head in. I'm going to get my hair cut after anyway. What I will say is that I do really feel like I've developed my shows along with my amazing MD, Mr. Andrew Yates. You all know as AY Keys. He will be loving the fact that I've called him that. I feel like that's where I've really honed in my craft this year, is really digging into the shows. I'll be honest with you, right? There was a time when I used to think that me jumping around the stage and whipping around and spinning around and stuff, I would look daft. I don't know if it's the whole lad in me, or if it's just like, having been a little bit older and not spread my wings as much as I should have when I started out in my career. But yeah, I did think that I would look a bit daft. And yet I look back on my tour diaries and it looks sick. Me jumping around and spinning around as if I'm a teenager again. It's amazing. And I've loved playing these shows. I've loved having the dynamics now of having those moments like Biblical, where me and Andy, I said to Andy, I want to have this beautiful piano moment where it's just a spotlight on you and you can set the scene, and then Biblical comes on. Didn't know that I'd fall so hard. Just spotlights and like attention to lyric, and just in that moment, just drawing that attention down, and then moving to Cry Corner and having those beautiful moments, you know, like with Flaws and with Boys in the Street, and then Bridges, and having that compounded emotion, just seeing people tearing up and crying, and then hitting them with This Love by Maroon 4. Well, Maroon 5, but you get my point. And then just giving you all the dance songs: Woke Up in Love, Where Are You Now, Whistle, If You Ever Change Your Mind. I think that's always been my need and want in a show, is to be able to be dynamic and to show versatility and to make people cry and dance, and maybe cry dance, you know, like you know, that's what I do most nights. Sarah Cullen, what song is your favourite? Just waiting for At Your Worst to loop back around here. To be honest, in hindsight, You Are the Reason is my favourite song. Just because every single night we sing it, everybody sings it back. And, you know, some of the songs people don't sing back. Sometimes I encourage people to sing Run With Me. People sing Dance On My Own back at me, obviously. But You Are the Reason doesn't need any encouragement. And in fact, I hear people singing the song over. I have in-ears, so my sound is kind of isolated. And I don't get audience mics much until the end, just because it messes with my mix. But I get to hear people at the end of songs. With You Are the Reason, I hear you over my own mix. I hear people singing over it, and it is so beautiful just to hear people singing like with everything they have, because they want their voices heard. They want to contribute to that moment. It's just magical, and that's happened everywhere. It's happened across the world, all across America, all across the UK, all across Europe. Sorry, I was attacked by a fly then. All across Asia, New Zealand, Australia, South Africa, like everywhere, literally everywhere. That song is it requires no introduction, it requires no encouragement. People just sing it. So that's my favourite. Hello from Leeds. Saw you in Hull and it was an amazing experience. Cheers, Michael. I would love to come and do another show in the north. As you've seen, I've got a show in London at the Eventim Apollo on the 12th of March. Go get your tickets for that, because it's going to be really special. I'm bringing some guests. I'm bringing songs you've never heard before. There's loads of surprises, so you're going to have to go and see that. I would love to bring that show up to north. We'll just have to see. We'll just have to see how things pan out. But there is many an announcement coming that will pretty much book up next year. So just keep your eyes peeled for that. I can't say any more, or else I'll be axed. All right, Tom Burton. Nice of you to join us. Hello from PA, Philadelphia. I think it's Philadelphia. I could be wrong though, and I shouldn't be wrong because I'm a big Phillies fan. Calum Scott is Singapore. I saw you in Singapore, Sydney, Madrid, Barcelona and Milan. Tens of thousands of miles to see my favourite person in the US. See you in London in March. Thank you so much, bro. You know how much I appreciate you. You know how much I appreciate all of the Calum Scott fan pages that have come, that have made new friends, that have brought new people on the journey, whether it's to my page or to theirs. I appreciate all of you. Any of you with Calum Scott in your name or Scott in your name, or the fan pages, not the scam accounts. Thank you so much for all of your hard work of this tour. Thank you for the gifts, for the artworks. It honestly means everything. Hello from Australia. Good day. I hope you're well. It's going to be late there now though, so you need to get yourself to bed. Don't be watching me. Hello from Macedonia. Hello from the Philippines, Mabuhay. Hello from Bucharest. It was great being over in Romania again. I got to see one of my pals there and got to support Robbie Williams, which was amazing. Nate Simon, could I say a bit more about CS3? I can't tell you any more. At Your Worst is the first single from that album. My music has taken a little bit of I wouldn't say it's changed, it's evolved. As you can hear in At Your Worst, I'm just using a little bit more of that versatility that I've come to really hone in on after working with Jax Jones, with Lost Frequencies. Our song, I don't know if you just saw, has gone over 1 billion streams, so thank you to everybody who's contributed to that. With Kygo, with all these collaborations that I've worked on, it's really helped influence my new music, and there's some bops on this new album. But don't get me wrong, I still want to make you cry. I want to make you sob. So that's not gone away. But songs like this are on the next album. It's more confident, it's more positive, it's more fun as well. But yeah, I'm still gonna make you cry. Okay, Sandra Niebler's in the house. We love you. Thank you so much. Calum Scott Netherlands, a Bop Cry album. We're here for it. I love that. Alexandra, I like Kygo. I love him. Kira is a lovely, lovely guy. I was blessed to work on his project with Griffin, and to be on his album means a lot. I saw him when I played in Norway. Met up with him and Sigrid, both incredible artists, both who I look up to. Hello aus Germany, guten Abend. Spent a lot of time in Germany this year, loved it. And hopefully you'll see more of me in Germany as well. Maybe sooner than later. I can't say any more than that. Suzanne, please say hi to Mitch. Hi, Mitch. Xfinity Live, go Phillies. Where are we in the Are we in the playoffs yet? I'm not sure. But Phillies have my heart, you know that. Bring me over to Philadelphia, man. I need to sing Dance on My Own to people like in the stadium there. I would absolutely love nothing more than to be there, shoulder to shoulder with all the Phillies fans, singing that song out. I'm actually working on a jersey with Phillies, but again, I can't say much more than that. I'm gonna get axed. I shouldn't be telling you all this. Shout out from the Philippines again, Mabuhay. Come to Chile. Hello from Brazil. It was awesome to have you in Germany. Thank you very much, Klaus. Come to the US, basket case. I have every intention of coming back to the US. In fact, I might even be there in November for something. But I love America. I love being over in America. I'd love to do more shows there. I have very fond memories of touring in America, and even the shows that we had to cancel in Philadelphia and in Boston, we came back and we absolutely smashed it. It was amazing. We did 2 nights in Boston. We did an unforgettable night in Philadelphia. It was amazing. And I love me a Philly cheesesteak. So, oh, DeLon, your concert is simply amazing. I cried, danced and laughed, and at some point I was crying and danced at the same time. I am here to serve, and I will be of service. If you know where that's from, then I love you even more. Hello from Indonesia. Hello. It feels like it's been a while since I've been in Indonesia. Apa kabar? Yvonne, what about Hull? I'm back in Hull, baby. I don't know when I'm going to be performing in Hull, but I'm back. It's been amazing spending some time up here, being able to see the Humber Bridge again and spend some time with family. It's really been amazing. Hull's always going to be home for me, but I'm not sure when I'm going to be performing again. You have to come to London in March. CDM Mail, your music helped me in a difficult time. Thank you for listening to that music. You have a million different songs that you could listen to, so the fact that you listen to mine is very humbling, always has been. Alicia, tell Danny to book you on the next script tour again. We loved having you. I loved being part of the script family. I saw them again when I was a special guest for Take That at Hyde Park, and I love the boys. I told them that I'd missed them. I told them that I'd love to do something with them again. Bridges, I don't know if you know this, but Bridges was written with Danny, and it's been a pleasure just touring that around the world. And yeah, that's a little golden nugget for you. You're inspiring, don't ever forget that. Thank you so much. Thomas Anderson, I had the urge to ask what you had for breakfast. I didn't actually this morning. I just had a cup of coffee and got on with my work. Edmonton, Canada, love to come. Family in Canada, I'm eager to see them again. Hello from Slovakia. Your concert was my first concert ever. I loved every single minute of it. Thank you from Sunny. I'm so glad that was your first. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it's enough for you to come back and see me again. Morocco has to be on this. I'd love to come to Morocco. Never been. From Tirana, Albania. I would love to come there too. Stevens, have you gotten your mum's cooking since you've been home? No, not yet, unfortunately. I'm hoping for a Sunday dinner tomorrow, so fingers crossed on that one. Okay, Renato, are we going to have an At Your Worst acoustic version? I can't show you, or else I'll get severely punished. But yes, I've tried to make an acoustic version that feels something that you could walk down the aisle to. Because bear in mind, when I write music, I'm like, right, give me a piano, give me some strings, I want to cry, and that's how I write my music, usually. With At Your Worst, even though the lyrical content is kind of deep and meaningful, loving somebody when they're at their worst, and by the way, At Your Worst can be, you've just got out of bed, you've got morning breath, your hair's a mess, you stink a bit. But At Your Worst could be crippled with anxiety, shutting the world out. You deserve to be loved at your worst, because being loved at your worst means you can be your best. And I think that's an amazing message to have in a lyric. But when I heard this music, I was like, this is cool. This reminds me of like Stranger Things. It reminds me of nostalgia. It takes me back to my Sega Mega Drive. Like it's cool. It has that vibe, and I didn't want to sacrifice this music for a traditional piano and strings. However, when I started doing an acoustic version, it was inevitable. It was inevitable. So yes, there is one in the works, and it's hopefully coming very soon. Hello from Pennsylvania. Please come to Florence. Love that. Is the song that comes after Bridges on CD and vinyl going to be on CS3? Well, Calum Scott Netherlands, that is a little bit of a secret. So for those of you who haven't got a physical copy of Bridges, you wouldn't have heard the hidden track. I'm not going to say too much about it because I think some things should be shrouded in some mystery, but there is a song that plays, if you leave the vinyl or the CD playing after Bridges, there is a hidden song. It's a very personal song. It's a bit more like a poem, and that's all I'm saying. So you'll have to go and buy a physical copy if you haven't heard it. Hello from Carolyn Hull. How are you doing? Yeah, I'm not gonna say. I can see the name of the song being spammed in the chat. Hoping for a collab with Ludmilla. Where would you have got that from? Not saying anymore. Okay, well, before I go, I do want to just kind of reminisce on what the tour was, and I think for that I'll probably pause the music. We toured in 32 different countries across 2 years, across each continent, minus the poles. And we had an absolute blast. I have the most incredible band and touring family that I could have asked for. If any of you guys are watching, you know how much you mean to me. Thank you so much for your work on there. To all of the artists that supported me from America, Asia, Europe, for all the guest artists that come on, I couldn't even name all of you. I will do a roundup post, but especially to my boy Mitch James, you're my boy, you know that, and I love you to bits. And thank you for supporting me on what was the most extensive and the most meaningful tour I've ever done. But, and I've said this at the end of all of my shows, and you'll know from the amount of shows you've been to, the biggest thank you of all has to go to every single one of you that has spent your money, that has spent your time, that has taken... Put it this way, right? I used to work in a 9-to-5 job doing human resources stuff, right? And I used to dream of moments where I would stand in front of audiences and sing, be it to a crowd of 10, 100,000. all I wanted to do was sing to people, right? The fact that I am in the position now where I can go to any country basically in the world and perform to an audience is nothing short of a miracle in my eyes. It is a dream come true every single night. The fact that I got to tour 32 different countries and see hundreds of thousands of fans in that 2 year that I was doing Bridges World Tour is incredibly overwhelming for me. I find it hard to put into words exactly how I feel about it, because I live a dream because of every single one of you. And it is appreciated every single night. I'm so incredibly grateful. I would spend an hour in my bunk after a show just absolutely overwhelmed at the responses that I was getting. I'm singing my music across the world, and I'm singing 2 albums worth of music now. I massively believe that I deserve to be where I'm at, and I've worked hard to be where I'm at. But that never, the reason where I'm at is because of every single one of you, and that never ever goes unnoticed. So the biggest thank you has to go to every single one of you. And you could be spending your money on friends and family and holidays and anything that your heart desires. And the fact that you spend your money on me, whether it was on records, on your subscriptions to your streaming services, my merch, my tour, coming to see me, meet and greets, whatever it was, just thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. I'll never ever be able to repay the kind of love and the care and the support that you've shown me across my career. The only thing I can do is keep coming back to see you year after year after year, and I severely mean that. There's nothing more in this business that I love to do than to tour and to see you all, to perform to you all, to see the lights in your eyes. For me, is the closest thing to magic you can get. It has been the honour of my life, this tour, and I don't know how we'll beat it. But thank you to every single person that has contributed to what this tour has been. Thank you for coming. Thank you for spending all your energy and your time and your creativeness to bring to these shows what they've been. They wouldn't have been the same without you. I'm just really grateful. So thank you so much. It won't be long before I come and see you all again, I can assure you. But thank you so much. There's no way I can't say any more than that. I'm really grateful. Thank you so much, guys. Loads more to announce soon. Loads more coming. Stay tuned. But as of the Bridges World Tour, it's the final send-off. So thank you so much for everybody who came. Thank you for all of the memories. It's memories that I'll cherish forever. And yeah, I love you all. Have a lovely weekend, everybody.